Welcome back to the App Squad. This is episode 45. It is December 19th.
Is it?
I don't know. For them, it's probably the 20th.
Yeah.
Some of you, it's the 21st somehow. World's crazy.
Guys, you can watch this anytime you want. But just know, here and now, it's Christmas time. About that time. You know, this is a nice, good, refreshing episode because today, guys, we are finally recording an episode. This is the first time we've had all of our new tech and everything for an actual recorded episode. The last like 2 or 3 have been all live. One of them being the Yap Squad Award show. If you guys didn't watch that live, don't worry. That's going to be the episode will come out New Year's Day. And we also did the Gingerbread Houses live. But that obviously is already a episode, the last episode. So you guys already seen that. Hopefully. If you haven't, go watch it. It's really funny. I submitted I took the Minecraft one to work for our gingerbread house contest.
What about mine?
Couldn't do that one.
There was nothing wrong with it.
Just not that safe for work.
What?
So I was like, I'm a shoo-in. Like, I'm the only one that fucking made one. And then I get a text message yesterday, and this lady goes, Are you sure you're gonna win? I was like, yeah. And she sent me a picture of this fucking beautiful fucking gingerbread house, like powdered sugar fucking snow all over the fucking place, like actual like world record gingerbread house making. And then I'm like,
for work.
Yeah.
Typical.
And I go, sure would be a shame if something happened to that one. And then I didn't expect this out of her, but she goes, it awfully is, it sure is close to the edge of the counter. That'd be so fucking funny if she just threw it off.
Blamed it on you.
No, for her to to help me win, that like just out of nowhere, that'd be so fucking funny.
Oh, it wasn't even hers. It was just some random. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And she was like, but she's like this little old lady, and I'm just like, so just thinking about like her, just be like, yep, sure would be a shame. So fucking.
How could
funny.
this happen?
What
Let's
else
address the elephant in the room. I got a haircut. And by I got a haircut, I mean I cut my own hair.
Yeah. Let me hold on. I've had this one loaded all fucking day.
Okay. He's holding a gun to my head.
Mama's head's so big it took him 3 days to shave it. Boom.
Okay. Okay. Not wrong. But also, I don't get it. It's not that big. The real issue was just that the razor died a lot. Like I charged it for like 8 hours and it still died when I did it this morning.
Because it's a face razor.
Yeah, fair.
It's not. That's like
you're definitely only supposed to use it for like 20 minutes.
Might be time to get like another one. I remember the first time that we had shaved your head. The clippers that I had, they were actually dog grooming clippers.
When did you shave my head?
Well, like you used them to shave your head. Like the old clippers I had.
When did I do that?
At the old apartment. You shaved your head once. Like it was literally almost a year ago today.
Chat? Rewind.
Because you were bald the first couple episodes.
Well, usually they cut my hair when I go home. My family does it. But I wanted to save myself a lecture this time. Because they always say, your hair's so long. I'm going to cut it now. And then I'm like, okay, mom. And then she cuts my hair, right? And so I feel like they did it. And I don't remember me doing it there.
I swear.
I used yours a few times for the beard.
I swear you cut it at the apartment.
Meh, maybe. I remember you cut your hair one time.
Yeah.
On stream.
That was I don't know why I was so tired of it back then, but like now I just like it's way longer now, so I don't know why. I got so tired of it. But
You were just depressed.
Perhaps.
Couldn't be me. My life is great.
what are your plans for Christmas besides going home?
Sunday, December 22nd, I hop on a flight.
To LAX.
I go to New York City.
Actually?
No. I find the local CEO. This is a joke. It's over now. Just kidding. I'm going home. I'm going to New Jersey. My family lives in New Jersey these days. There's a bunch of fucking drones overhead of New Jersey, I guess.
Yeah, I saw a video of Donald Trump talking about them, and he was just like, I don't know what those are, and the government is going to tell us what they are. I'm like, blood, you are the government. You tell us what they are now. Like, the government is hiding them from us. And it's like, okay, then tell us. You tell us. You are the government.
To be fair, he's not president yet.
I mean, surely he's got the files in his house somewhere.
True. Shout out Mar-a-Lago. Remember when he did that?
Yeah, that was the reference of the joke.
Chow, you guys remember? But point being, they might just close the fucking airports. Because they already did one time over New Jersey. They were like, you guys can't land here, so.
Damn.
Well, they're flying the drones into the flight paths. Whoever they are.
Who's they? We're going to figure this out.
Could be aliens. Could be Russians. Could be random people with drones.
Too synced up. This is like fucking Spider-Man Far From Home type shit.
Thick?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? What do you think it is?
People keep insinuating Project Bluebeam, which is.
I mean, the issue is they're very real, though.
That's the issue about Project Bluebeam, though.
Well, Project Bluebeam is they're projecting them into the sky, but people are shooting them. You know what I mean? Like, they're real.
Yes, but that's what they want you to think.
Have
you ever hear the Battle of Los Angeles? You know?
I was there. 1964.
But like, people think that was an issue too. Like, that was part of Project Bluebeam.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt that we have some crazy advanced tech like that, considering like we never really show our current tech, right? We didn't even find out that the CIA had a gun that they could just thunk, and it would just put a poison dart in your leg. Yeah, from like, I don't know, like fucking 300 meters away, and just insta kill you until like last year. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's just
they had that in 1960.
Wonder how many assassinations happened.
JFK, MLK. That's the only assassinations I know. They've had this laser. I've talked about this before. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast. They have a laser that they point the laser at your window, and they have headphones on these. And the laser reads the vibrations of the window, and they can hear what's happening in the room through the laser. And they've had that since the 1960s. Yeah, so what do you think they have now?
That one's just kind of like basic science, though.
I mean, yeah, but it's also like, God damn, you know what I mean?
It is crazy science, but still. I think it also depends on like how, like, it probably wouldn't like work in some situations. Like this one, it probably wouldn't work because there's so much stuff in between us and like the windows.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's some drawbacks.
Well, they probably moved on from the 1960s model by now.
Maybe. Who knows?
I don't know. I think that it's probably. I don't think it's Project Bluebeam.
Something weird though. I mean,
it's definitely weird.
They're huge drones too. They're not like the little baby DJI ones. They're like fucking like 4 feet by 4 feet or some shit, or even bigger than that.
Well, my issue is, and the reason that I think it's obviously it's suspicious, right? But I think it's important to lay out the reasons why you think it's suspicious and be clear about it, right? One of the main things that scares me is that the state government in New Jersey is like, what the fuck are these things? They're like, we see that, like, our people are seeing them everywhere. Like, federal government, like, tell us. And the federal government's like, we don't see anything. So that's like when I get scared, is when the state and the federal governments aren't cooperating together.
Help.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? What if they're like vampires and like they can't see them because like they made them?
Oh, like the sky is a bunch of mirrors.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
World is flat.
I saw a clip about that today. Did you see that clip? This guy went to, he's like some flat earth YouTuber. I don't know his name. He spent $35,000 to go to Antarctica to prove that the earth is flat. And it turns out he was wrong.
Is that the one where like they go up to like this big like ice island and then he's like, "That's the ice wall. I told you all."
No.
That one.
It happened like literally like within the last week, probably.
Oh. I know
that one you saw too, though. That one's funny.
Is that one the one where he's like trying to say that some guy's like on a green screen or some shit?
I don't know. I haven't seen. I've only seen like the news headlines of it. Of like, this is what he did. I haven't actually watched the clip.
Me neither.
But I think it was like, I don't know. They went during. I guess it's like summer there, so they have like 24 hours of sun.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I don't know what he did to like prove himself wrong. It could have been any amount of things. Because they believe a bunch of nonsense. They believe a bunch of
Antarctica's on the bottom. So, what is the other one? Are they both
Arctic? Arctica?
Oh, and Antarctica.
Anti-Arctica. That word's stupid. Like research.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Research is so stupid because that implies that you've already searched for it once. So I'm gonna research it again.
I mean, like you're like researching through somebody else's work. But no, because if you're the first person to research something,
are you just searching?
I'm just searching. You know, like that's a dumbass word. Fuck you, Shakespeare. You made up a bunch of nonsense, dude. Study would be a better word.
Studious.
Restudia.
OBS Studio.
Fuck you. OBS. Pointing at OBS.
I like OBS.
Oh yeah, my plans for going home. That's how this conversation started.
The Yap Squad.
We're probably gonna do a bunch of nonsense. My mom always has like a huge like breakfast brunch thing.
Sleepover.
Where the whole family who wants to come, which is usually like 5 people, comes, and then we all just eat a bunch of fucking breakfast, and it's amazing. And she makes this fire. I've been drooling about this breakfast casserole since last Christmas, and I refuse. I could just learn how to make it, but I'm not going to do that.
It's probably the simplest thing ever.
I know.
Because isn't it just like breakfast is just all scrambled together?
Yes.
So
it's literally just make every breakfast food and just put it together. But the issue is that then it's not as special if I know how to do it.
True. That's why I refuse to learn how to make beer.
I'll drink to that.
What else did we say? Yeah, Christmas. I don't think I'm gonna go. I don't think I'm gonna go home or anything.
Why?
Don't wanna.
Why?
I mean, mostly just work. I can't fucking.
Are you working the whole, like, what does your schedule look like?
I don't know yet. I just don't wanna. Because last time we tried to plan something for Thanksgiving, everything kept falling through last second, and so I'm like,
I just now remembered we never went.
Yeah. So I'm just like, you plan around all day, cancel everything else just for them to say no. Like, I'm just not even gonna plan anything this time. And then, because like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't know, it's not worth it.
How much are we allowed to talk about? Like what? Because I mean, it's your brother. You know what I mean? Like it's just him. He's special.
Yeah, and we'll leave it at that.
You know what I mean?
So I mean, it's like not worth the drive to potentially, especially like on a day before work where I have to be home by a certain time. So it's just like, no thanks.
Yeah,
I'd rather spend like 6 hours doing something else.
I mean, I don't know. Like at this point, if I was you, I would just have them come see you.
Oh, but they can't.
I know they can't. But that's the issue, is that if they want to come and hang out with you, or they want you to hang out with them, they can't expect you to drive 2 hours on your like one day off.
Yeah, I mean they
and
don't.
then still cancel. You know what I mean?
They haven't given me any shit for it. So
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't care. That's why I don't think I'm going, but who knows? Things might change. I know the Sunday that if you guys are watching this on tomorrow, Friday, I might come out on Saturday just because it's a quick turnaround. But if you're watching this, just know that on Sunday, the 22nd, I'll be doing a solo Yap Squad recording episode, most likely streaming it. And what we'll be doing is basically just hopefully there's a lot of people who will come in and we can do multiple guests, have some call-in guests and stuff like that, and talk about Christmas because it will be the Christmas episode that comes out on Christmas.
Speaking of guests, we have some news to share with the App Squatters, the hardcore, the believers, the ones who want to see us succeed. Why don't you go ahead and explain that?
So we basically signed up for like this podcast program type thing, and it allows people to reach out to be a guest on podcasts. And we have about 50 applicants to go through. And hopefully we can get a lot of nice guests because they more and more just keep applying every day.
Has it been how many days have we been on it?
3.
Has it been pretty much like an average every day? Or has it been like
the first day was like we got like 30, and then there's at least 3 to 7 every other day.
So I have 2 questions about this still. We probably should have talked about this in DMs instead, but here we are. We're the App Squad. We talk about whatever the fuck we want. 1, are we paying for it?
I don't think so.
Okay. 2, are we like at the top of the list, or like how does it function?
I don't know. They come to us, so I think I just have to email them.
Right. But I mean, like when they're viewing it to apply for it.
Oh, I don't know how they see it. I tried to look.
I should probably go. I'll go on my computer.
Well, I think you
account.
I think the people that want to be guests have to pay for it, like the program.
Interesting. Are they going to pay us?
No, I said that we don't. Well, that's how you get more candidates, is if you don't have to pay for them. Why would we charge them to be on?
That is crazy. That is diabolical. They're giving us content for free.
So, I think they have to pay for like $10, $20 a month or some shit to be like a guest.
Which is good because that means you know that they're serious and they're not going to like troll.
Yeah, some of them were like really weird though because it's like I think they pretend to like watch the episode or an episode or two, and they're like, I would be a perfect fit for the App Squad.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, I've done sales for 50 years. I'm just like, how is that perfect for us?
My favorite one out of the ones that you sent me was there was one guy on there that was I am a worm activist. That was interesting.
Yeah, that one I might actually do that one.
I just want to see what he has to say.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll educate us about why we should be worm activists because that is such an interesting title.
I read a little bit more. It's all about compost, man. Like, and honestly, like this man had like man or woman, I don't remember. I think it might have even been a woman, but the composting is for real, like super important. And even if we just like, it just gets rid of a lot of waste, and then what can be used from it is so beneficial, like the fertilizers and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. Might be an interesting topic. I mean, we don't have to dive into every funny thing. Like I saw someone that was like maybe having a sales guy would be interesting to see.
No, well, I think here's the thing about us, and I strongly believe this. I think we can take anything as long as the person is willing to work with it and make it funny, but also educational.
That's what everyone was saying is like, I can be funny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we could have a worm activist on and he or she can preach to us about worms for 30 minutes. And I'll say, would you date me if I was a worm? And then, you know, she'll be like, you sly dog. You know what I mean? Like,
you already look like a worm.
Okay. Okay. So we're just firing shots now.
I told you I had some loaded before.
Oh, you're fat and old. I'm fat too, though, so.
And old.
Not that old.
Older than me.
That's just not true. That's just a lie.
I don't know. Why'd you get so defensive about it?
I mean, that's just not true. This guy's number one gaslighter, chat. He's been keeping it on the down low, kind of, for like the past like 4 months. He's starting to ramp it up again.
So funny though.
Yeah, it's good. It works. That's what's funny about gaslighting is if you just tell somebody something enough, they'll just believe it.
Yeah, I think I was like, oh, I can't think of it. Never mind. Speaking of life and new updates, had a couple interviews the last couple of days.
Oh yeah, you've been saying it in chat. You said it twice actually.
That was my bad.
You were just drunk.
Yeah, I honestly don't even remember typing the first time.
It was crazy because it was literally like it looked like you copy pasted it.
It's like I think maybe because I was that excited, I was just like, "Damn, I forgot about this. Let me try it again."
Shit. But yeah, what was your job interviews for and how'd they go?
Just a work from home like call center type job. An associate that works for me now or worked for me, he actually referred me to it. And so like it's gonna be a huge risk if I were to take it or if I get it and take it.
Why?
Because number one, huge pay cut, but still livable. And I mean, I was like nothing too crazy. Like, I mean, I was making this last year, but it's still like a huge pay cut considering what I have grown to from the last year. But it opens up the door to other opportunities since it's work from home, where I can work on the App Squad stuff. I want to get more into social media management and things like that and editing for people, and that opens the door for that too.
That would be my question: is you would still be making, in reality, with what you have planned that I don't think I'm allowed to say yet, you would still be making more money.
If I do what the plan is, and that plan evolves into a full-time thing on top of this other full-time job, then I'll be making 5 times what I was making before. So it's it's still a huge risk now, considering that that's just the plan. So, but this whole risk is something because like I have a foot in the door now, so I have to kind of like run with it. Like, yeah, I know like the viewership is not like that we have isn't insane. But it's also something a lot more than what we had. And the last time I had some sort of viewership, I stopped.
It's progress.
So I don't want to take that risk again. And I want to like go with the snowball instead of just throwing it away.
Well, here's the thing that I find. We've talked about this many times already, but I don't know. Listen, we got me, you, Spencer, Angel as like our old like defappers streaming, right? That's like the old guard. You know what I mean? Like I would argue that. I mean, we all know Angel's not that funny, but he slams his desk a lot and he gets mad a lot. That people like that. Spencer's funny. He works like the late night shift. You know what I mean? Then we've got all of our other streamers who are associated with us, right? We're not like a group, right? But ultimately, that viewership, every new viewer that we accumulate feeds back in through everybody.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like a huge community, right? Like, it's bigger than what it has. So I think if I can spend more time building everything up, because I don't have the time now. So if I have this work from home job that I can actively work on stuff while I'm doing that job, and then also be able to come back, like get off the clock and then work. I don't have to fucking travel or do anything crazy. So I can just literally shut down one computer and stay on the other one and just keep going. Like, momentum's not lost and I can just keep on shit and progress. And all of a sudden, the other shit becomes my full time.
Exactly. And like I said, I think that 2025 is, like I said in the App Squad Awards show, I say this every year. This time, I actually mean it. Like, a lot. I believe it, too. I think that this will be the year where we really start to You know what I mean? It's all about, putting in we just got to send it.
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm doing right now. Because worst case scenario, it doesn't work out, and I just get a job at the same retail store.
Exactly. Like the worst case is it doesn't work, and you just fucking do the same thing anyway.
Yep. And that's the best thing is that like I already have all this managerial thing. So if I have to quit, I know damn well I can just walk into any store and be like, hire me for this position, and they'll be like, please, because a lot of other places their managers suck dick, guys. Just know that.
I mean, I don't know if it does this for you, but like even just streaming, right? I understand I'm not like making enough to be a full-time streamer, right? Even though I am a full-time streamer.
But it's not your main source of income.
Yes, correct. But even like when I was just chilling there, I was like really annoyed and just like having a bad day yesterday for really no reason at all, just bad mental. As soon as I hit start streaming and people started like popping in and shit, like I felt better. You know what I mean? I've never had a job, quote unquote, like do that for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's like having a viewer is one thing, having like 5+ is another, because especially chatters, because like it's just a whole different ball game where you're actually like doing something.
Well, that's what's crazy too is you got to think about like I was looking at the Twitch Rewind, right? And it's like there were 1.9 million streamers this year, or whatever I think it was.
Damn.
It makes you wonder how many of those people are stun locked on 0 or 1.
Probably majority.
Probably majority of them, right? So to not be stuck there means we're doing something right.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think that's what I'm saying is like I want to keep that ball rolling, because last time, I mean, I had that huge bump in views and everything like 3 years ago, and then I just stopped because of work. And now I'm like,
talking about the Rust part?
Yeah.
Yep.
So now it's just like I want to take what we have and keep it going, because I don't want to stagnate again. I don't want to have a regret saying like I could have taken a risk back in the day and been really successful in this, but I decided not to.
That's my thing is the worst case I get out of all of this is I just stop and move to fucking Montana and just live my life peacefully. You know what I mean? So I might as well send it.
Yeah.
While I have the motivation and while I can try. And I'm trying to, when I get back, I want to start putting in more hours again to where I was. Cause I was doing like 8 hours at least every day for a while.
So what I want to do is like, I want to probably upgrade to doing like 2 to 3 streams a week, at least like 2 like high quality ones. Like, I'll have like the fucking Stardew Valley every Saturday.
Right.
And then I got the do something else. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing, right? This is what I think your strength in the current formation of the group is, streamer wise. I think you're really good at planning and executing the IRL stuff. Because you don't even like games that much anymore.
Nope.
So, like, I think your cooking stream is great. It gives people something to watch that's not just like us playing soccer in cars or like CS or something like that. It gives them something else that's more like reality show-esque.
Yeah, I want to do more. Like, I think I want to do like maybe like one. Like, I don't know. If I play games, I'd rather just be on someone else's stream, because I ain't trying to do that.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. I think that's where you're. I think that ultimately is going to be great for the group, because it's going to tie them in more with us beyond games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think, I would just try to do something else IRL. I just don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, I could do like actual going to places or something like that. Who knows? Chat, comment down below what you want to see me do IRL.
What if you just did like a DoorDash stream?
That'd be cool.
You just deliver food and shit. That'd be fire.
I just need another in like a hotspot.
Jeez, that one.
Yeah, but that one's the one that's gonna have to take the orders too.
No, use that one to film. Use that one for the orders.
But that one doesn't have a phone number.
Why?
Not activated.
Oh.
That's your old phone.
They have like, you ever seen they have like this $20 SIM card that you can just plug into your phone, and it like, I don't know how the fuck it works, but probably like some voodoo magic or something, and you get like a cell signal in like most countries. I forget what it's called, but that could be worth looking into. Just do that. $20 a month. You know what I mean?
How good would the internet be?
Probably terrible. It also probably has a data limit, so it might be fucking useless.
Still look into it. But yeah, I mean, I want to do shit like that. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. I mean, but at least we got the one guaranteed stream.
Yeah, I think the Stardew Valley one is a great stream, especially with the downfall of Nick and Melania. And by downfall, I mean Nick's on the come up. So he's just like, it's just not her there anymore. But another cooking stream for people to enjoy. You're not really in the same hours of it, which kind of sucks.
That's a beneficial thing.
True. I mean, does he still do it? I don't know. Okay. I haven't been keeping up. I mean, if he's still doing it, then whatever. Just discard whatever I just said. So
I think, guys, what we're trying to say is here, we're on the come up.
What are we?
We should save a lot of this for the New Year's episode, though. Well, I guess that was the award show, so never mind. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, no, I think this is a great time. Like I said, I mean, we don't have anything really planned for this, so we're back to the Yap Squad roots right now, where we can just, I feel like it's good to just get a yap in and reflect on things and talk about like our plans and shit like that. Because ultimately, a lot of the people who watch the streams watch this too, and they can kind of see inside our heads more.
You guys want to see my head?
Yeah, it's like equally easy for them to see like inside both our heads.
I think, what else should we do? I want to get into more social media. What was the
management?
Word? Yeah.
What do you mean by that, though? Like, are you talking about what you currently have planned, or are you expanding on that idea?
Both. Like,
does that current plan count as that?
Yeah, do it for more people.
Interesting. I'm with it. We can talk about the downfall, the Winkies.
Oh yeah, the Winkies imploded, boys.
The Winkies imploded. I forgot about that.
But it was all a mutual thing. But it is kind of crazy. This is basic. I mean, they're basically just going to be doing the same thing that they've been doing. Just like they're still going to play with each other. From what I heard
that MXZ is taking over the Winkies channel. Is that accurate?
No idea. I didn't really. They made like a video, on the Winkies channel. I didn't watch it yet. I might watch it. I'll watch it after this.
It might have been a joke, but I think it was in that video. They said it. I didn't watch it, so I was going by what chat told me.
Perhaps. I don't know. I don't know what he would do with it. But yeah, I mean, they're
just tired of having like a group obligation.
I guess.
You think?
I mean, it's like too many hands in the cookie jar. Like people want too many different things for like a group, so it's hard to meet all the needs for everybody, especially varying across the world. Because especially for Bio, like it's hard for him to be a part of a lot of stuff because it's like the complete opposite time for him.
Yeah. Well, you know what though? Like I said, I think I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I think that's the strength of what we have going on. Is we're not actually a group. We're just a bunch of friends.
Yep, that's what TFAP stands for. Team Friends Always Playing.
Team Friends Always Playing. I knew that. Yeah, we're just a bunch of, we don't really have that. We're not going to we should make a group video every week. I'm not doing that.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, this is kind of it.
Not really though. This is just me and you. That's different. I've known you for fucking the entire time I've had a computer.
Yeah, but I mean, this is kind of like a group obligation.
Is it really though?
A little bit. Like every week we gotta.
This is more like a yo, this is sick. The only person who would view this as an obligation is Dom, and Dom just abandoned it anyway. I just think this is cool
because it was obligated.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to be here once a week. No.
We should start a podcast. What do you mean I have to be there?
I tried to been trying to sell all this furniture for free, and no one fucking wants it. Or like they say that they want it and then they just never show up or respond. And some of them just like sketched out because like they don't have like pictures on their profiles and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't want you to rob me.
Everything.
Yeah.
When you could just like leave it outside.
So I thought, but then I have to carry it outside.
I'll just put it like on the fucking balcony. You know what I mean? Or not the balcony, but like the porch, right?
Yeah, but then we get yelled at for like them saying like they left trash out here as if they don't come and get it.
Well, yeah, but like if they say I'm gonna come and get it in an hour, put it outside for an hour, they're not here in an hour and a half. You take it back in.
What if it's right before bed?
Who the fuck is doing that?
Some guy has to come at like 10 p.m. I was like, no.
Yeah, no, he's going to rob us. No, we're not doing that. There's a cat behind me. You guys still want this fruit, Tom? Please.
Try to get my one coworker to take all of it, but he'd have to like rent a car or
Damn.
truck.
You could make it a little fucking cat bed somehow.
Where?
I don't fucking know.
That's
man.
what I mean. I was just like, what's up? How?
Fucking cut it in half with a fucking metal chainsaw thing. What is it? A saw band? What the fuck are those called?
Jigsaw?
Like, why so? No,
That's
wrong
that's
guy.
the joke.
A different clown.
That was my favorite thing yesterday was you got to see it from a woman's, like you have to see it like a woman. How do I see it like a woman? Huh? How am I supposed to do that?
I forgot what they were even talking about.
Some scene in the Terrifier movies.
Oh yeah.
But
how am I gonna see it as a woman? I have a dick. Classic.
Still never answered, by the way.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Kaiser, speaking of not answering, where the hell are you, buddy? Been trying to get you on, but you're not responding.
Why?
I don't know. He told Steph that he was down, and then still hasn't accepted the request.
Maybe he doesn't like us.
I heard that he wanted to be on first, like before we asked.
Maybe he changed his mind.
Perhaps, maybe he saw how sick we were.
He's like, fuck, these guys are gonna outshine me, outperform me. You know?
Not hard to do when we're the funniest people on earth. So I don't know.
Actually, I learned from Kevin Hart how to be funny.
Oh.
I'm not allowed to make those jokes anymore. So I learned and then I had to unlearn because it was like, whoa, you can't say that anymore. So 2017 me was a bitch.
Not much has changed. Am I right?
Okay.
Got a bunch of new furniture. Got a new TV, new bed, new dresser.
Which means I got a new bed too.
It was sick.
It is fucking massive.
Yeah, but that's also because you put your desk in the middle of the room for some
I moved
reason.
it back and it's still huge.
That's also like crazy. We're putting the bed in Mamba's room and he's like, hold on. I look and the desk is like legitimately in the middle of the room.
I don't know how that happened.
Like, why is it not against the wall?
You gotta remember, I don't really pay attention to anything that's happening around me.
But you did it. Like you set it up and you were like, I feel like you took the table out and you just like first place that it ended up with all four legs down. You're like, all right, desk.
No, I definitely didn't like put it like that initially. I don't remember what happened, But I remember like moving it into the like away from the wall for some reason, and then I just never put it back. Sorry, she snuck up on me.
So funny though.
Test.
What else is going on? What's going on in the world besides the drones?
Not a whole lot, man. Well, Luigi from Luigi's Haunted Mansion. He got charged with terrorism.
Why?
I guess when you kill a human being for no political reason.
Isn't terrorism supposed to be for a political reason?
Yeah. Well, you could argue that it was terrorism, I guess. They certainly will try.
But wouldn't that mean that like every school shooting is terrorism? Because 99% of the manifestos are based off like political fucking like stances.
You would think so. I mean, they're just trying to get him the biggest prison sentence they can to tell the people, fuck you. You know what I mean? But it might backfire, right? Because when you if you're going to try him for terrorism.
And the jury says, well, he didn't commit that. I mean, the charges will just be brought down in like some sort of plea deal.
Well, I don't know. We don't know still. Because the lawyer is actually fairly confident that he'll just win.
And just like walk free.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That would be the craziest turnaround. Does he have Jayoma?
I wish. Shout out Jayoma, the TikTok lawyer.
That'd be crazy if he actually just did that allegedly and walked free. I don't agree with him.
I do.
But but it doesn't solve anything. Like it's gonna get other CEOs scared for a while, and they're gonna pretend to make change, and then in a year when everyone forgets, it's just gonna happen again, and then just gonna repeat itself over and over and over. Nothing's ever gonna actually change.
What do you think the solution is?
There is no solution.
Oh, so we should just suffer and die?
Ben?
Not wrong.
No, I don't know. I don't think that there's like.
I would never advocate for violence, except I will right now. I'm not gonna do that.
I just don't think that there's a reason. You know, like you made a point, but did you? Because nothing's gonna fucking change.
Yeah, they actually are like doubling down on it. It's kind of crazy. They were like, let's make sure we decline more people this year or whatever. I don't know. But I don't know. I think that we're taught on purpose to believe that non-violence is the way.
That's because
like obviously MLK was a great man. We can all agree on that. Unless you are in the KKK, then you hate him. But do I think that non-violence is overhyped? A little bit.
Well, that's because we're taught that because every revolution has been won because of violence.
Exactly.
So obviously they're going to advocate against that. But again, even if let's say the government gets overthrown tomorrow, what happens? You know, like who's going to take the charge? Because every other person's going to say, I'm going to do it. And then no one's going to because a government has to exist in any form of anything. Like you can't have people. I don't think life will function without there being some sort of group telling the other people what can and can't do.
A new American Civil War would be absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, because it's there's honestly
it would not end for a long time.
It would just also be like, whose side are you on? Because everyone is everything is so mixed too. It's just maybe I like you, maybe I don't. I don't really know.
Well, there's just so many factors, right? Because you would have the racists, then moderate racists who don't really realize they're racist. Then you would have the guys who just chill, which would be you. You would just still be trying to go to work.
Guys, please.
And then you would have the commies, and then the people who think they're not commies, but they are socialists. We're looking at you, UK. And then you would have Texas would probably just be
we're our own country.
Yeah, let's just be our own thing. And then California would be like, you know what? Let's just be our own thing. And then Nebraska would be like, we're
Corn.
still here, guys.
Corn, please. What's about, I mean, that's basically the premise of fucking the movie Civil War.
Yeah.
So.
I haven't watched that. Is it good?
Nope. I don't know. I just know that's the premise of it.
Nobody watched it. Nobody did.
It was, I know a couple people that watched it. I just don't know whether or not it actually did good.
I heard The Rock just put out a movie.
Of course he did.
It was like Santa something. It was something with Santa. And I like, dude, I saw it on TikTok and it had like a 1.9 Google review. And I was like, I was like, I have never heard of this. And now that I know of it, I'm still not watching it.
Nope. It's one of Rock's 3 movies, contractual movies a year. So, yeah. So he'll have one coming out in March, then July. Do one around November next year as well. So
I think
your calendar.
People are just tired of seeing him.
I don't mind him. He is a decent actor in some of the movies. But it's just like, hey man, let's stop saying yes to everything. And let's pick movies that we can actually be good in.
How much money do you really need?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he has so much money. He's just doing this so that he can get like free workout regimens or something because they needed him to stay like fucking buff. He's just like, we need you to stay buff for this, so we'll supply you with all the healthy foods and everything. It's like, all right.
CoffeeZilla just put out a video about Roll. CSGO Roll.
Really?
Yeah, the site that I have nothing to do with and would never participate in.
What they say?
Well, see, here's the crazy part. This is actually insane. CSGO Empire, right, another gambling site, and CSGO Roll have been having an underground like mafia war for like years now.
Makes sense though.
Right? Like, so there's this YouTuber Grim. You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
He's like a Roll YouTuber, mostly. He declined, the owner of Empire, to switch sides, right? In this war. The CEO of Empire sent 20 people to his house to protest outside his house. And they did this thing where they hung posters all over Grim's hometown.
The fuck?
And it was like, this man scams your children. This man scams you. This man they put up 12,000 posters in a town of 20,000 people. And then
did they dox him then?
Yes.
Okay. So I was like, did they is his location public already or?
I mean, I would assume so. So now Roll is paying for 24-hour security at Grim's house.
Nice guy Roll.
As they should, right? But then Empire, in a quote unquote joke, one of the Empire admins put out in a Twitch chat, he said, 2K to whoever breaks into Grim's Minecraft house first. And records themselves doing it.
And someone did it, I'm assuming.
Well, I don't know about that yet, because there's a part 2 coming out to this video. But that's what's crazy is, Roll is not innocent in this, right? Like, they did some scummy things. Empire, this guy's a schizo.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, bro, he's like, now they're going after Sparkles. You know Sparkles, the CS YouTuber?
I only know Captain.
Well, Sparkles is another like CS YouTuber who like, he does like trade ups. He plays on Roll sometimes. Now he's starting to get those posters too. So he stopped talking to Roll, period. Nobody will talk about this Monarch guy. Nobody will talk about him. Because they're scared that if they do, like he's going to do like these mafia tactics to them. Like this guy is a villain. Like he's like, he just paid a bunch of people to go just protest outside of Grim's house. Like that's crazy. Like that's the state of this mafia war. Like that's straight up, that's intimidation tactics. You know what I mean?
Is Grim falling for him?
No. Grim was like, come at me, bro, basically. Like he was like, he just laid his cock on the table and was like, I don't give a fuck.
I would just set up like a camera while streaming like outside the window so you could see them.
True, actually. Oh my god. It's, you know how that like a lot of people have like the dog cam in the bottom right. You could have that, but it's like protester cam. That'd be sick. Actually that'd be fire.
It would be dangerous though, but
well, somebody would definitely take their dick out.
If someone has to do it, But that's crazy as fuck. Why would I mean, obviously, because where does the money has to start somewhere?
It's just two rival gambling sites, right? That's for the most part. There's some drama as to like Empire says that the owner of Roll stole Roll from him, and now Roll makes so much more money than them, so now they're pissed. But yeah, I mean the guy's he's a villain, straight up. Like it's crazy.
Well, frick that guy.
Well, he's a villain. This is what gave it away to me that he was the villain, right? When this video started. The first clip I saw of him was him just on his own website live with 20 girls dancing behind him in bikinis. I was like, that's villain shit.
That's Andrew Tate type shit, bro.
Yeah, no, that is like, that would be something that like a James Bond villain would do.
Yeah. And then James Bond would fuck them all.
Yeah.
In front of the villain.
Yeah.
Cucked villain.
I think you're on the wrong site for this movie, man.
I don't know.
Did you pirate this or?
Ahoy. No, never pirated anything. Always been too scared.
Really?
Yeah.
Never ever. You've never been on like 1, 2, 3 movies?
Well, that's pirating.
You're not paying for what you're supposed to pay for.
Never downloaded anything.
Fair.
Too scared.
That's fair.
Scared of virus. I ruined so many family computers with LimeWire and shit like that back in the day. So I was just like, I'm not doing that. That was
like the music one, right?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing that with my own property. So I'm just gonna. It was fine when my dad had to buy a new computer.
Well, you could just say the Russians hacked us or something, and he'd probably believe it.
I just didn't know, dude. I didn't know what happened. I was just like, yo, I downloaded this new Drake song, but like now my computer goes slow, and I don't know Drake. Why. Dude, that was peak Drake back in the day with LimeWire.
Okay, I'm gonna say something controversial to the audience. There's a few Drake songs that I don't mind. I know that's crazy, right? Because I'm the Drake hater. There's a few out there that I don't think are that bad. Most of them, however, are terrible.
I feel like there's more that I like that I hate. There are some that are just goofy though.
Well, most of my hatred for him has nothing to do with his music, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he's just weird too.
He's just a weird guy. Ever since the Tupperware incident. Roll the short.
I would have said the whole Millie Bobby Brown one, but
that was weird too. That's the podcaster, right? Or what the fuck?
That's 11. From Stranger Things.
What the fuck did he do to her?
He was like, she would talk about like how he was like texting her and stuff like that when she was like fucking 12 and 13. Like,
what the hell?
Giving her like good advice and stuff like that. And it's just like, Drake, what are you doing talking to
Drake, you ain't no movie star, bruh.
This young girl.
The fuck, weirdo?
Like, it's one thing to have like a conversation like at like a event or something, but to like be texting her is kind of weird.
There is literally oh fuck, I almost threw up. There is one circumstance where you should have the phone number of a girl who's under 14. 16, really. 17 even. She's in your family. That's it. That is it, the only reason.
I mean, what if like her manager? Like surely she has.
Get an adult. You know what I mean? Manage an adult star instead. Because you are probably Dan Schneider. You know what I mean?
I mean, definitely don't disagree. I'm trying to think. What else has he done weird?
What was the podcaster who had her on? Had him on?
Drake?
Yeah, the one.
Oh, Bobby Altoff.
I heard she fell off and got divorced 9 days after that video.
I don't know about.
I think they're vacuuming upstairs.
Wait, that or my. Let me check.
But yeah, she apparently Bobby what the fuck is her name? Altoff. She missed the first birthday of their child with her husband to be on this fucking podcast with Drake, and then he divorced her.
What a pussy.
9 days later.
One birthday. One birthday.
Okay, to be fair, she also asked him, "Am I your type?" Like, that's crazy. You're on a public platform, miss.
Mrs.
Mrs.
At the time. But
Now, miss.
she, I don't know. She was just working what had to be worked, I guess.
I mean, true. You can't, I don't know. I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Was your package not here?
No. I don't think so.
How do you feel about, Jesus?
Fake. Next question.
God.
Not real. Next question.
The Holy Spirit.
They're all the same thing, aren't they?
Depends on who you ask.
No.
What about the Green Goblin?
You know, bad guy. Not a fan.
What did he do? Never watched. I've never seen anything with him except for probably like the OG Spider-Man.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's the only thing they've done with Green Goblin.
I
The
mean,
coolest villain of all time.
He was in No Way Home.
Was he?
Yeah.
More you know. I watched that movie twice.
Yeah.
Still don't remember.
I got the figure of him from that movie. Right there.
Huh. Green Goblin. What is his line? He has like a line, right?
Back to formula? That was more of a Norman Osborn. You can't do this to me. I started this company. You know how much I sacrificed?
This guy's schizo.
Sorry.
I don't know the line, so it just sounds like you're just ranting.
I love it. I miss my one coworker because we could just like say one word and then he would know Spider-Man lines too, and we'd just be like, I was like, yeah, we gotta go back. And he's like, back to formula. You can't do this to me. And he does a really good impression too. So I was just like, it was always very, very fun time.
One of my favorite scenes from No Way Home, probably the one that I remember most specifically too, is when all the Spider-Mans are just chilling at the table in the like the house.
Science?
The science one, right? Where they're like figuring shit out. And then the first one has like real webs, right?
Yeah.
And then they're all like, what the fuck? Yeah, like
that came out of you?
Yeah, that was a good one. That's probably honestly all I remember from that movie.
I love that movie so much. Watch it anytime I have like 3 hours.
I might rewatch it tonight.
Such a good movie.
Well, it's just been so long. And so much weed.
You just got to get like
so much weed in between now and then.
Got to get like out of like some of the mindset from the movie because like some of it's like cringe because they do that whole like they'll have these pause beats where they like are legitimately waiting for like the oohs and ahs of like the audience. So like
when you don't make a noise, it's like, oh
yeah, because it's just like especially like when they first introduced Andrew's Spider-Man, like everyone like he stops and comes out of the hole and it's just like,
oh,
all right. And then just like, yeah, you could tell like they did that. So like there was a good break in between like everyone standing up and screaming. And I'm telling you, watching that in theaters, like watching any Marvel movie or back in the day was so cool in theaters because everyone's like just hype as fuck.
That's why I'll watch like the Endgame movie, like the theater reactions.
Yeah, I love
those
it.
are always sick. Like
Just
even
gives
if
me
I
chills,
can't see
bro.
it's like fucking he is worthy.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
And everyone like just like whenever like you see the hammer lift up off the ground, everyone's like, oh, and then it pans back to him to Captain America, and everyone's like, ah! And then
Yes,
oh my god, when they go Avengers, assemble, and then everyone just fucking flipped the fuck out.
See that? I think Endgame is one of the movies where they did like the pause breaks really well.
Yeah, because it's like long enough.
It's like perfectly timed to where it's not like if you're just watching it on your own, it's not weird. But it gives time for the audience to react still.
My other favorite one is like whenever like everyone first starts coming back and then they're opening up the holes and shit and people are slowly like cheering like louder and louder as people are showing back up. And then just
when Chadwick Boseman pulls up.
Dude, that and then like when Spider-Man showed back up, everyone went fucking wild. Like, we all knew he was going to come back.
Mr. Stark.
I feel good again.
Oh. Ah, we're good.
Deleted scene. Mr. Stark, I feel fine.
Oh, hey.
Remember when we disappeared for 5 years?
I think Iron Man is easily my favorite Marvel character.
Which is a big redemption arc for not only just fucking Robert Downey Jr., but for Tony Stark, the character as well. So it's like...
That's my thing with it. I love redemption arcs. I'll never get over redemption arcs.
Yeah, he is the best redemption arc. So does Thor. Or Thor, I mean, not... Thor's is more faster. Well, I guess Thor is still on his redemption arc, I
mean,
guess.
Thor was just, I'm fat, and now I'm not.
Yeah, but he failed, like, a lot, bro. Like, if you... Watching, like, the last few, like, Thor movies, like, he fucked up pretty massively.
True.
So, that wasn't his first fuck up. Like, he literally... Like, at the beginning of Endgame, he literally just got back from, like, getting his whole fucking world destroyed. So...
True.
I would say... You know, it's... A little bit hand in hand there.
It's give and take. Nah, I mean, bro, Iron Man is just like the first movie of him. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what weapons I sell to people. And then he's throwing the nuke back through the hole. Go on without me. I don't know what he says.
He just
dies.
Goes. Yeah, he just didn't. There was no line. Just
there was no line. He just, but you could see it in his eyes. You know what I mean? Like I know what I need to do. You know what I mean?
Dude, and also that fucking just that whole HUD display of him, like that camera angle is like was game changing. Imagine Iron Man without that angle.
True.
Like it would have been a shit movie.
True. Not wrong.
So props to whoever thought of that idea.
Did you watch the Secret Level series yet?
Secret what?
So they made a show. I think it's 10 episodes.
Come on, Secret Invasion?
Secret Level. New thing. Amazon show.
Oh.
Where every episode they take a video game universe and they make a show of it. So they did, I think the first one is like D&D. And then they did God of War. And they did Warhammer 40K.
They make a show?
They make a show. They make like one episode of a show out of it. So I don't know. There might be one there for you. But I just don't know. I don't
honestly,
remember
all of them sound cool.
I will say the 40K one was easily my favorite piece of 40K media released so far.
Is it anything similar to that one fan-made one that we had watched?
The Astartes Project?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
But better or worse?
Phenomenal. The same guy who made the Astartes Project, which is
worked on it?
Worked on this show.
Good.
Yeah.
I would be very mad if he didn't.
Yeah. You're talking about the one where like the guys in like super big like white armor like are just like walking around just blasting motherfuckers, right?
It's just whatever you showed me.
I don't remember.
You were like, "This is what I like." I was just like,
it was sick.
It was like, "Ooh, Fallout," but a lot of them.
You would like it's very much like Fallout power armor, but like more. The issue with Space Marines is they have power armor, yes, but this is the first time they show them how they actually are, where despite being in like 2-ton power armor, they move faster than normal people still. Like this guy gets hit by a truck going like 50 miles an hour, and the truck wraps around him and keeps going, and he stands still.
Oh yeah.
And then he cuts like 30 people in half.
Yeah, I need to. I want to watch this. That sounds interesting.
It's good. It was good. I didn't watch honestly any of the other ones, but I might watch the God of War one later because the God of War is fire. So
yeah, I mean, just if it's good like that, just imagine what they did with other ones.
Witcher 4 got announced. You gotta play The Witcher, man. I still can't believe you haven't ever actually played them.
Gonna play one of them, just any of them. Just gonna play any.
Just
game.
play the third one. Just play the third one. That's all you need.
I'll play Papa's Pizzeria. What else is show? You want to say?
Started watching Yellowstone. You ever heard of that show?
Yeah, seen the clips.
It's interesting. It's like a modern Western, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They have
cool.
their moments. I've seen like the clips where it's just like, you can't afford those clothes, woman.
Mm.
And then she's just like, I'm just but a teacher.
Mm.
She's a great actress though.
Yeah.
I saw a movie with her and it's not too long ago. It's called like Don't Move or Can't Move or some shit like that. And it's like a thriller.
I need another good horror movie.
That one was a good suspenseful like thriller movie. Not like a gory one or anything like that, but it was just one to keep you on the edge of your seat for a while.
No.
But yeah, there's just no good horror movies, honestly.
It's just hard. I don't know what it is, man, nowadays. It feels like everything's been done.
Did you watch The Witch?
The Witch.
Yeah.
No.
It was like it looks like the VV itch. Like that's what the logo looks like. And then it's like about a goat.
Is it spelled witch?
Spelled witch, but like the
logo just looks like that. Is it new?
Newish.
I might watch that literally right after this stream.
It's a goat.
What day is it?
Thursday.
Is it bad that I want to be like lazy until I come back?
No.
I might start streaming late today. 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is meaningless, but
Let's see, it says like the VV.
the bitch.
It has Anya Taylor-Joy in it. She's a great actress.
Might give that a watch. Is it actually scary? Or is it more like just cool?
Scary, but like not like terribly gruesome or anything like that from what I remember. But
I mean, I don't really care for that much like gruesome. Like the Terrifier was not scary to me. It was just like, ugh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just gory.
I mean, if you want just scary, then yeah, that one's definitely one.
Like I would say my top 3 horror movie series is probably The Conjuring, Sinister, Hereditary. Is that a series?
No. I mean, it's like a universe. But
Then I can't even name a third one. That's just The Conjuring and Sinister are both goated. And then Paranormal Activity was like when I was younger, it was better.
I like
nowadays it's not that scary.
The Paranormal Activity like lore. I watched the whole video on it because like there was like the 4th or 5th one, which was like super underrated, in my opinion.
Hell House. That's my third one.
Oh yeah,
Hell House is fire. Highly recommend Hell House if you've never seen it.
Come to the Abaddon, folks.
That's a banger.
I mean, it's because it's like so bad sometimes, but then also like so scary.
You can tell that they did it with like $100 budget.
That's what's crazy about it is that like it's actually pretty terrifying, but some of it is so bad. But it's such like it's so worth it. Like despite it being like quote unquote bad, like I'm saying, like it still made us want to watch every fucking movie like back to back to back.
Yeah,
it was like a three or 4 movie series, and we watched it all of it in one day because we just couldn't stop.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would objectively say that the second and third one are worse, but they're still good.
Yeah,
and I think there's a 4th one now. I think it's new.
Must be. I think. Oh, another good movie was Midsummer.
Solid. Not that scary. More just like culty.
I think it was just because of the gruesomeness, man. It was like kind of like, ugh.
All they really did was burn her, right?
No, there was so much shit in that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck did they do? All I remember is,
dude, one of the first scenes was them was the people like jumping off the fucking cliff.
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
And then like one of them didn't die instantly, so they got like a big old fucking mallet and like we're smashing the person's head in.
Jesus.
And then they did like the fucking, what is it called? It was like Blood Eagle or like something like that where
they rip your fucking lungs out through your spine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
they show
rip
that
in the back or whatever.
They legit like just skinned one person. Like some guy was like just wearing the guy's skin.
I don't even remember that.
It was terrifying, man. I remember every single moment.
All I remember from that movie is the end where he has like the bear on his head. And then they burn him alive.
Yeah, I mean, the movie, if you guys like film, the parallels and like just like the way that it's shot and like kind of like the Easter egg type things throughout the movie are so fucking crazy.
Mm.
Like there was like like a picture of like the bear and like the fucking like the flower queen like in the fucking like as a painting like in her apartment like in the first scene.
Mm.
So it's like crazy to see like this like it just all play out basically.
I think that's always my favorite thing in horror is jump scares that you can't even see normally. Like there was one movie, what's the movie where like there's a jump scare but only if you turn your brightness up. Do you remember that? Like it's like a normal shot and it's like creepy, but you don't realize there's a fucking like a demon hanging in the corner of her ceiling until you turn your brightness up.
I don't recall.
Fuck, what is that movie? Getting scared by World War Z is crazy.
To be fair, I can imagine watching that in theaters and it being loud as fuck.
Fair.
Especially that first scene, like the first like jump scare was was just the fucking garbage truck just plowing the fucking like cop.
World War Z is a crazy movie.
Exactly. If we had World War Z zombies, I'm ending myself. Like
Yeah, no, you just get if you have World War Z zombies, you have two options. You can wait like 6 months until they just rot and can't walk anymore. Or you just die. That's like it.
can't find it.
I don't remember what
Doesn't
it was.
real.
Maybe Chad will know. Who knows? Comment down below if you know. And
Um,
while you're there, why not toss a like on it?
and ask us a question. We'll answer it next episode. Yeah, I like a good horror movie. Doesn't necessarily have to be gruesome to be a horror movie.
Yeah, I think that's the main issue nowadays is it's either too kiddie or too just they think that gore equals scary.
Just know that just makes me a little queasy.
Exactly, right? Like, have you seen Terrifier?
Seen clips.
It's just gore porn.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
Like there was one that Jack was talking about, like the shower scene in one of them,
Yeah.
and it's just like that's just fairly tame. I'll be honest. Like it's nothing worse than what you would see in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's hard. It's just gore. It's just gore. There was never a moment in Terrifier where I was like, huh, you know what I mean? Like, no jump scares. It's just like, ugh.
I've had a few. Like I mean, I've seen a few ones with good jump scares. I mean, some of them are just so cliche now.
Yeah.
Lights Off is a good one. That's actually like a good jump scary one.
Lights off.
It's like something like that. Also, what else was it? You ever watched the movie Oculus?
What the fuck is that?
It's like about like this fucking like haunted mirror or some shit, and it makes people like do like crazy things and like they end up like it makes them see different things than what are actually happening. And like apparently it could destroy like this family, and then the girl figures out it's probably the mirror, and the sister and the brother, they try to figure out this whole thing, and they set up cameras to see what's going on. And I remember one scene was them like they're talking just normally, and then all of a sudden they turn around and all the cameras that they had just placed up like were all facing each other like in like some formation, and they were like, what the fuck, how did it do it, how did this happen? And then they watched like the overview camera and they were like, what the fuck, because they were the ones they were the ones setting up the cameras.
Oh, shit.
But in their mind they were in a different room talking somewhere else, the same conversation, but
Oh
they
my
were the ones
God.
moving it the whole time. So it's like it's a pretty mind-fucking movie. I would watch that one too.
That's solid. There was one that I saw that was solid where it's this girl.
Gross.
Ugh. Female leads. Am I right? No, she's like really like unhappy and shit, and she's like a pussy and she doesn't stand up for herself. And then she like starts talking to herself in the mirror. And then one day the mirror starts talking back. And then she like the mirror convinces her to like let her help her. And then she she like swaps personalities with the girl in the mirror, who's her, and then she gets trapped in the mirror, and the mirror spirit comes out into her body and starts just living her life. It's a pretty solid movie.
She do like fucked up things or what?
Yeah, she does some crazy stuff. I forget what it's called.
Is the mirror dimension like crazy?
I don't think they really explore that much. It's just kind of like, I'm stuck in a mirror.
Help.
Oh.
I can only see me whenever.
Like sometimes the girl will, like the spirit will like come to the mirror just to flex on her and be like, haha, you're in a mirror now. And then she'll be like, help, let me out.
It's not that movie Mirrors, right?
No. Girl, type like girl trapped in mirror or something. I don't know.
Mirror stuck.
That's
film camera.
Look Away. I think it's Look Away.
71-year-old Maria Brennan, 1.1 international, received generally negative reviews.
What the fuck?
Damn, 70% of Rotten Tomatoes.
I liked it.
4.5 out of 10. How much was the budget? I like seeing budgets versus it. It grossed 1.1 million, but what was the budget? Damn.
You have to email our random website to get
research the numbers. Mason head out email, bruh. Research the numbers email. Fuck you, bitch. I ain't doing that.
Fucking research. Typical use of that word.
Typical search.
There was another movie I saw that just made me really uncomfortable. It was called The Walrus.
Yeah, that movie's crazy.
You seen it?
I haven't seen it. Refuse to.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It was like I was really cooked this one day. It was during the High Every Day arc. And I was like, I just need to watch something. And that shit made me trip balls, dude. I was like, do you care? Oh, you're not going to watch it.
I didn't know the spoilers.
Yeah. I mean, this guy just shows up. He shows up at this doctor's house. The doctor's like, I can help you with that. Chops his fucking legs off. Turns him into a walrus. Like, that's so weird.
It must have been made around the Human Centipede arc, you know, where you're just like, I guess this is what we're doing with movies. And then they were like, everyone's like, no, that's not what we're doing. Stop doing that.
Yeah, no, it's so straight. And then the ending is crazy. You seen the ending?
Because all his friends are just looking at him, just like, I think he likes it here.
Dude, his friends are like, I guess he's a walrus now. And then they put him in a zoo with other walruses.
He'll be happy here. I kind of just gonna see if I don't even know if it'd be on YouTube.
No, it's definitely there's no way. Wait, Mr. Beast games?
Yeah, he made a new show. Apparently, we just all forgot what he's done. And we're okay with this.
Yeah. So what is this, like the first episode? What is that?
I think it's the first one.
Oh,
Tusk. It's called Tusk. So we just don't realize that this is just not an actual walrus. Everyone's just okay with seeing this.
I mean, it's just so funny to me that they were like, what else can we do? Like, bro, kill him.
Yeah, if I'm ever in that situation, put me down.
I've been saying this for years. If I'm ever incapacitated in any way and I'm not going to recover within a month, kill my ass.
What's crazier is that sign is hand painted.
Yeah.
Girl looks familiar though. What is that?
Dude, that is crazy. Imagine like, because that's his girlfriend in the movie. So imagine like you're fucking stuck as a walrus. And you have to live your life as a walrus now, and you see I think it's like his best friend with his fucking girlfriend, and you're just stuck as a walrus for the rest of your life.
Please give him a bigger cage, man.
It's a human being still. Like, how are we just like, let's put him in a fucking 2x4?
Do they tell them that it's a fucking human, or do they just like say, this is a really fucked up walrus?
I don't know.
Can he talk?
That's crazy. they just brought him a fish like he's actually a walrus.
Yeah, like his brain just changed. Like, I'm a walrus now. I'm gonna clean his cage, man.
All I'm saying is, if this was you, your wife would not be able to stop me from bringing a gun to this zoo and blasting you.
Please do.
Yep. She probably would encourage me.
So why did he want to go to this? What was wrong with him where he's like, fix me?
What?
Like, because he went to a doctor for something, right? Why?
I think his leg was like broken, and then the doctor like, or maybe he just like lost his fucking like tires might have just went out, and the doctor just like gave him a sedative. Like I think he put the fucking he put a sedative like in his food, and then he just passed out and woke up and his legs were gone.
My legs. My legs. Justin.
Oh yeah, 2014. This is a Human Centipede era.
Yep, I have to watch this one just to see what's going on.
I mean, it's just like a stupid ass movie.
Yeah,
it's not scary in any way.
Higher rating than the Mirror Girl one.
True,
just crazy.
Not wrong. It's not scary in any way, shape, or form. It's just gonna make you really uncomfortable.
Down. I hate Justin Long does not do well with a mustache.
Yeah,
does not work for him.
Maybe we take that off.
Oh look, the App Squad.
They're gonna have no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, we're watching the trailers just like randomly playing now on the screen. Well, guys, I think that's gonna be it for today's episode. We are going to see you on Sunday. On Sunday, like I said, it's gonna be a live stream. So if you want to be on the podcast, you know, I'm gonna be doing a stream where I'm recording by myself, and then we will make our own story that day for our Christmas episode.
What if you did? Okay, crazy idea mid outro. What if we do the podcast where you drive me to the airport and then you drop me off and you have to solo the way back and you're like, I lost him.
I feel like my wife would be in the car.
Oh, true. Never mind.
Wait, no.
It's gonna be.
Wait, no, because she's
at like 4 a.m.
She has work that day, so definitely not.
Anyway, outro.
So guys, we'll see you all on Christmas Day if you're gonna watch the episode. See you on Sunday if you feel like you want to join us, or join me rather, and be sure to like, subscribe, follow us on all of our social medias. Check Mamba's. Maybe not for this episode, guys. He's not gonna be live for 2 or so weeks.
You can still follow. I'll be back.
But check us out. I'll be taking Mama's place until then. So see you for started Saturdays. That's it. And then thank you all for the support. If you're watching this on Spotify, give it a 5-star. Give us some comments. If you're watching this on iTunes, please stop that. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, and be our number one supporter. We do have a few goals that we want to reach, guys. At 500 subs, I believe we're doing. It's either the 24-hour one or it's the hot ones again. I forget which one it is. We're doing something crazy for 500 subs.
Why not both?
Because we would die. We're doing something crazy for 500 subs. So get us there. We will see it. Join the Discord, and then you'll be able to join and see all those goals that we got going on. That's it. See you all next week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.